Good evening, hockey fans. We just got done with the NCDC All-Star Selection Show, and it is time to break down the 18U All-Stars. This is going to be a good one. It's going to be a fun one. The younger guys get a chance with the Dan K Show, and we get to see who the best players in the 18U for the first half of the season were. Coming up next. Alright, the moment we've all been waiting for. You've worked so hard all season long, you've played the games, you've done it on the ice, you put in a performance, and now it's time to find out who are on our two teams. This will be the 18U American v 18U National matchup. The American team takes on a national team. Teams divvied up depending on standings, record, and where they fall. Coaching staffs chosen by the top winning percentages in all the 18U. This is going to be fun. The coaching staffs are excited. They got a chance to put these teams together. We start with the 18U National, head coached by the Skipjack Hockey Club's Jason Kersner and the IHC's Tim Pelletier. This is going to be fun, Lucas. How excited are you to see who makes these two squads?
Well, it's the future of hockey right here. You know, right in these lists that we've got in front of us. So it'll certainly be interesting to see who gets the nod and who gets the honor of being on the All-Star team.
Making up the National All-Star team will be players from the Skipjacks Hockey Club, the Islanders Hockey Club, the Junior Bruins, the New Hampshire Junior Monarchs, the Springfield Picks, Northern Cyclones, and Jersey Shore Whalers. This is a lot of talent to pick from, a very tough decision to make, man. Anytime you're putting together an All-Star team, very difficult to make those final selections.
Yeah, you know, it's a little bit of give and take in certain spots. But, you know, these coaches, they know one thing, Dan, that's winning. So they know how to put together a winning squad.
Win, 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 no matter what. That's a song that probably for a lot of these 18U guys might be a classic at this point. This song, it's always kind of old. I mean, A-Rod used to walk up to the plate to it, so did Derek Jeter. Let's go, though. Let's get into it. 12 forwards, 8 defensemen, 3 goalies make this squad team national. We start with Nick Nemo of the Islanders Hockey Club out of Middlebury, Vermont. This young left winger is going to be big. He'll be joined by Zach Diamond of the Islanders Hockey Club, and also another Islanders Hockey Club member from Hudson, New Hampshire, the left winger Kyle Sinitras.
Yeah, you know, you got a top line of Islanders Hockey Club. We know the tradition that IHC brings to the table, so no surprise to see these guys kind of bunched up here and seeing them all get the nod. These players are going to be immediate impact when they hit the ice.
Sinitras, Nemo, Diamond, going to be impact, going to be big. Real strong skaters right here. And this IHC team this year, they've really shown on the ice that they know how to do it. They know how to get a win.
Yeah, and again, we've seen it at all levels, right? They always find a way to get a win, whether they're down by a couple of goals, whether they're up and they have to hatch back. They can really do it all.
Now we move on to our next line. It's going to be 3 Skipjacks Hockey Club members. You want to talk about knowing how to win. Skipjacks Hockey Club for years at this 18U level have been dominant, and they continue to do so this year. Joining a team, Jonathan Wesco, Christian Blomquist, and Zach Lindeworth. Let's talk Lindeworth right now. This is a young man that, with 12 games with the NCDC's Boston Bandits, has 12 games played, 2 goals, 2 assists. So he's doing it at the NCDC level, he's doing it at the 18U level. Lindeworth, we got a chance to call a few games for. Fun guy to watch.
Yeah, you know, he's doing it all with a couple of different teams, right? Doing a great job with the Boston Bandits, 12 games there, and then also with the Skipjacks as well, leading the team in points per game. And Skipjacks currently doing quite well in their division.
They are dominant, man. Every year, anytime I've ever gotten a chance to see the Skipjacks, you want to talk about Dan K's Mount Rushmore of hockey teams at the 18U, 16U levels. Skipjacks Hockey Club would make that list. Great work by them, great organization. Moving on now, we have from the Boston Junior Bruins, Colin Graff makes the squad, the forward out of Lincoln, Mass. He's joined by Ian Carpenter. And Ian Carpenter, man, Worcester, Mass kid, Boston Junior Bruins. How many games of this young man have we called? He is dominant. Joining him, Lucas Skavarik from the Springfield Junior Picks out of the Czech Republic.
And Carpenter has an Endicott College commit as well, so he's already proven himself to be a next-level hockey player. And you know, he's one of those guys, again, you want to talk immediate impact guy when he hits the ice. The head's got to pick up. I expect him to do quite well in this All-Star game.
I'm telling you right now, and his Instagram photo for Ian Carpenter, guess who's in his Instagram profile pic? Guess who's in it? Guess who's in his Instagram profile pic?
Is it you?
It's me. It's Dan K. Guy gets it. Guy gets it. I love this kid already. I can't wait to watch this young man take the ice, make some things happen. Then you want to talk about Skavarik, who joins these two. I want to see him on a line with these two. This is the leading assist getter in the 18U. You want to get Ian the puck, man, give him a chance to score, give him a chance to put it in the back of the net.
Yeah, you know, he had a season-high 7-point game as well, and this is actually his first year in the USPHL, so he's definitely blowing up a little bit in terms of, you know, statistics and play on the ice, and I think we got to watch out for these two. If these two can get on the ice together, I have a feeling this is going to be a 1-2 punch.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, knockout punch. That's what this one's going to be. That was like Dr. Seuss right there. I have never rhymed that well. Let's continue with the forwards. How about the man, the myth, the Michael Franzoni from Brielle, New Jersey. This Jersey star makes the squad. Michael Franzoni of the Jersey Shore Whalers. He's joined by Emmanuel Sanchez of the New Hampshire Junior Monarchs and Ben Peterson from the Northern Cyclones. What a threesome this will be here. This triumvirate will be tough to deal with.
Michael Franzoni, highest points per game average of any USPHL 18U player. Emmanuel Sanchez, second in lead and assists, tied for third in points. Ben Peterson, first-year USPHL player, coming right out of high school, leading scorer for the Cyclones. You want to talk, like, just talent in this grouping right here? You've got guys who are making waves in their team, making waves in the stats categories. These are three guys who've definitely earned their spot.
And Franzoni's a guy from the Jersey Shore Whalers. I love this Whalers organization. Man, they care about the player, they care about the product on the ice, and they're doing it in kind of an off-hockey market. There's South Jersey, this Central Jersey area. You're always battling to get the right development for these guys, right? Give them an opportunity to develop on the ice, and that's what they're doing down there. A great opportunity for young skaters in South Jersey and Central Jersey, and Michael Franzoni taking advantage of it with the Jersey Shore Whalers. Now, we've got our 12 forwards. That's our 12 forwards. No more forwards, folks. We move to the defense. Lucas's favorite side of the ice. How excited are you to see just who made the team, these D pairs?
Oh, very excited. For me, this is almost like kind of a scouting mission, getting to do these 18U and 16U defensemen, so I know who to keep an eye on as they continue to move up the ranks.
These guys are the future of hockey, man. The future of hockey starts now, and we start with Kyle Robbins of the Islanders Hockey Club out of Tingsboro, Mass, making the squad. He'll be joined by Nolan Barrett of the Skipjacks Hockey Club, a Merrimack College commit, and he'll be playing at his future home in this All-Star game.
Yeah, he'll be playing in his future home, and Kyle Robbins is playing for his hometown organization, right? He's from Tingsboro, Mass, so he's sticking with the Islanders Hockey Club, not too far from home for this kid. So, you know, you've got a guy who is playing for his hometown team, got a guy who's going to be playing in his new home once he ends up going to college. So this is a great top pair.
Great opportunity for these two to take the ice, and now we get a great opportunity to introduce an all-star from the home of the Dan K Show Studios, Wayne, New Jersey. Nicholas Gioca from the Skipjacks Hockey Club makes the squad. He'll be joined by Brendan Meyer of the Springfield Picks.
Yeah, Brendan Meyer is another hometown product as well. Played 3 years with the Pick 16U team, and like you said, Nicholas right here in beautiful, scenic Wayne, New Jersey with us. So we might be able to talk to him a little bit about what it's like to live in Wayne.
So that's a silent C in scenic.
Yes.
So I've been saying skenic and sounding like an idiot.
You have too much hockey on your brain.
Oh, I've been saying skenic
You
for
pronounce
years.
every
I thought it was a Czech word.
No.
Where you pronounce it.
No.
Skenic.
No.
No?
Yeah, I hate to break it to you, man, but
there's not even an itch at the end of it.
You got to turn the hockey brain off. Not yet.
Score! No, we're back into it. Shot score it is, and we will continue with this all-star roster now. That break was brought to you by Dan K Show, having a little fun. You know, we like to joke around, and that's what we like to do. You'll see us on the broadcast when you get to the All-Star game, and when you're watching at home on Hockey TV, make sure to watch along with us Martin Luther King Day. It will be fun. We continue now. How about Salvatore Catarina from the Boston Junior Bruins making the squad? He'll be joined by Jack Umina. Two BJB stars, two Bruins, and something is Bruins in Boston when these two are on the ice. Umina is fantastic.
Yeah, Salvatore has kind of played for a few teams, so he's gotten the experience. He's seen a lot of development programs, a lot of coaching staff. Umina, third-year USPHL Junior Bruins midget player. You know, he's a guy who's played with some players who have already shown themselves to the next level a little bit, so he's not far behind.
These two will be a formidable force to deal with. They're comfortable on the ice together. They will be fun to watch. Finally, our last D pair, last two defensemen that make the squad. Deep breath, drum roll, and let's go. Garrett Silverman, who has been golden. Not Silverman, he's been golden man all season long for the Jersey Shore Whalers out of Ocean Township, New Jersey. And he is joined by Jacob Pellerin of the Northern Cyclones. Great two defensemen to make this squad.
Garrett Silverman from Ocean Township, New Jersey, senior at Christian Brothers Academy, CBA. Dan and I, throughout our high school careers, have have had some experiences playing against CBA.
We're public school guys.
Always frustrating because they were always much better than we were.
Blue collar, public school guys, and we'd go up to CBA or Don Bosco, and we would try to take it to them. I'll tell you, I had some success against them in my career, but they tend to get the best of you most of the time.
Yeah, they do, and so you know that the talent is going to be top coming out of CBA. And Jacob Pellerin, been with the Northern Cyclones his entire midget career. You'll love to see a guy who's bought into the system.
Goalies, time for the goaltenders. Who doesn't love a tendy? I love chicken tenders and goaltenders. Those are my two favorite words that end with tender.
Are there any more words that end with tender?
No.
Well, that's perfect then.
That's it. That's all you need. I don't think there are any more. There's no more, right?
No, and those, I mean, chicken tenders.
Tenderloin.
Chicken tender is 2 words.
That is 2 words.
Yeah. Tenderloin works.
Talking to a guy who didn't know Skeenick.
Yeah, you're having a rough day.
Tough day for Dan K, but a great day for these 3 netminders who just made Team National. Starting off, top guy here, Jake Perrin of the Islanders Hockey Club. How about this young man right now? The stats are, as they say, fire.
Yeah, he won 3 games at the Islanders Hockey Club Showcase, part of an overall 4-game win streak. So he's a guy who's consistent. He's got the depth, right? He can play for long stretches of time. You always love to see a goaltender who doesn't tire out, especially at a showcase. A lot of times you'll see these goaltenders mix and match, but he was in net for 3 of those 4 games.
Now, you know, with success usually comes good goaltending. You usually have all-star goaltenders from winning teams. How about Aiden Harper, who has been aiding the Skipjacks Hockey Club all season long? He's out of Gurnee, Illinois, and he's a UMass Lowell commit.
Yeah, second-year player as well. You know, tied for first in wins, tied for third in goals against average as well. So he's putting up the numbers. He's got the stats. Now he's got the all-star recognition.
And now we rev up the NASCAR references. That's the note we got here. That's the note we got. I love this. I love this because this guy's from Loudon, New Hampshire, home of the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. And you want to talk about a guy who's ready to deal with speed, ready to deal with fast, ready to deal with a slap shot when he needs to from the point. Point blasts, no chance. Oliver Quinn. Oliver Quinn from the New Hampshire Junior Monarchs is our final skater, our final goaltender for this 18U national team. Yeah,
again, another career player, right? Career Monarch. He's bought into the system. You always love to see that. I mean, this is a guy who, when he gets in net, I think is going to be a little bit of a shutdown goaltender. We've seen the Monarchs, especially this season, going back to last year as well, they've been producing some great talent in net. So I think this is no surprise, and I don't think it'll be any different.
Congratulations to everyone who made Team National. We now move on to the Team American side in the 18U and find out who the final squad is and who will take on the 18U national team. All right, we found out Team National. It is time to find out the foes or friends. We'll see what it's going to be. We'll see what these all-star games are always interesting. You never know if they're going to be a physical affair, an all-offensive affair. We always hope that it's open ice and a chance to really see the skill that these skaters possess. That's what we'll get this weekend. 18U American side starts now. This team, the American team, will be consisted of the Jersey Hitmen, Pal Junior Islanders. Love that squad. Love that Pal Junior Islander squad. I see Dave Starman talk about them all the time, man. The Starman, this is one of his favorite teams. He waxes poetic on this 18U Pal Junior Islanders team all the time on Twitter. Check it out. Pal Junior Islanders, New Jersey Rockets, the CP Dynamo, South Shore Kings, and Rochester Junior Monarchs. Head coaches for this side will be the Jersey Hitmen's Anthony Yelovich and the Pal Junior Islanders' Bob Thornton. Bob Thornton is a guy who I got a chance to talk to a few showcases ago, and he said he likes to let the stars shine even in his normal games, even when the wins are on the line. So I can guarantee you this will be open ice and fun hockey.
Yeah, I mean, that's a guy who's got confidence in the squad, right? When you can let the guys do their thing, you know that you're confident in your players on the ice.
Very confident, and he will be confident in his top forward line. Let's get started and find out who's made this team. Starting off, all 3 Jersey Hitmen stars make it. Brett Schneider, Mike Carducci, and
so definitely should be a name that's familiar to a lot of folks if you're following this league for multiple seasons now. And it's when you get the 3 guys from the Hitmen. You know, I was talking to Toby Harris the other day from the Hitmen, and he was saying that you always try to keep the guys on the same team, on the same line, because that's where you're going to get a lot of your great production. You know, I know these all-star coaches are not afraid to mix and match, though. So, you know, you're going to get a little bit of surprise, but, you know, it'd be nice to see these guys get a chance to play together again.
Carducci here, you get the note that he's a Mamaroneck high school star. I used to think that it was Mamaroneck like Jeremy Roenick's mom, the town. But nope, it's Mamaroneck. He's a high school star. Kid was dominant there. He's been dominant with the Jersey Hitmen this year, this centerman. He's joined by Brett Snyder, who Brett, you can always trust, is going to put the puck in the back of the net. Let's move to the Pal Junior Islanders triumvirate now that makes this squad. And centering this one is a guy who, you want to talk about highlighter players. I always say it all the time. Highlighter players is a Dan K show term. A player that when he jumps over the boards, you didn't have to see him jump on the ice, he immediately stands out. He finds his way into your eyes. He finds his way. You see him, and you know he's there. You always know he's on the ice. Anthony Bernardo. Bernardo makes it from the Pal Junior Islanders. He will be flanked left and right by Jake Lanier and Brian Van Ness, and this is going to be really fun to watch this second forward line.
Yeah, Bernardo is a homegrown, career product of Pal, right? So he's a guy that went to Pal, has bought into the system again. You always look to see when guys stay at home to play hockey, right?
Yep.
With the billing system in the USPHL, second to none, but it's something a little special when a guy gets to play in front of a hometown crowd. And he's a repeat All-Star as well. He was on the 16U team in 2017, so making it back to this All-Star game.
And you love to see it. You love to see the repeat All-Stars because it shows you what's the USPHL push all the time? Cradle to college, right? The ability to start off your first day on ice and finish off as a 20-year-old or 18-year-old, 19-year-old in junior hockey, playing a game at the highest level in the NCDC. It's amazing the model that's been built. When you can see guys using it to its full potential, that's what you love to see. That's what this is all about.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now we move on to the third forward line. Lucas almost went for his, I felt very major league there for a second. I thought you weren't going to say anything. They don't call him the best color man in the biz for nothing, folks. Little thumbs up, quiet response. People can't hear that in the broadcast, always want to talk. We move to our third forward line. How about from the Rochester Monarchs here, we go to Ryan Eccles. He'll be joined by Cameron Cruteau from the South Shore Kings and Anthony DeMario, the New Jersey Rockets. You want to talk about a great name line, three of the best names in the biz.
Yeah, Anthony DeMario, he's a scorer. He's a scorer through and through. Guys putting up assists, guys putting up goals, guys active on the power play. And Ryan Eccles as well. This is a great scoring line. He's second in the team in scoring. A season high 6 points in one game in October. So, this is a high octane line.
And now we have one last triumvirate of forwards. 3 more forwards make the All-Star team. After this, we'll have no more forwards on the squad. We'll move to the defensemen. Who makes it? Why would Dan drag this out? To draw the suspense, to draw it out of you. I'll tell you, we have 2 CP Dynamo and a Jersey Hitmen here. Left winger Tyler Murray of the CP Dynamo makes the squad. He'll be joined by Jason Atkinson of the Jersey Hitmen and Steve Townley of the CP Dynamo. We got a chance to see Steve Townley live on ice at the Jersey Hitmen Showcase a while back this year, and Townley impressed.
Yeah, he's a first-year USPHL player, tied for second in team scoring, and even Tyler Murray coming into the CP Dynamo with junior hockey experience. Jason Atkinson, third-year USPHL Hitmen player, homegrown as well in Oakland, New Jersey, just down the highway a little bit. Everything's a highway around this area, so not just down the road, just down the highway a little bit. But
quick jump.
Again, scoring in bunches. It'll be incredible to see if these goaltenders can even stop anything. It's amazing that these games aren't 7-8. 8-9, 9-10.
Last year you had a shutout.
And last year you had a shutout.
10-0 shutout.
The fact that these games aren't that high scoring just goes to show you that as great as the forwards are, the goaltenders are just as good, if not better.
And the defense, this is the one thing as a defenseman, you have to decide what kind of game you're going to play, because there's going to be a lot of open shots. There's going to be a lot of slap shots being taken. And the question is, are you guys blocking shots in the All-Star game or are you not? And I remember last year we got a chance to see a few guys who just threw themselves in front of pucks that were D1 skaters, guys who want to go to the D1 level now. And this year, we're going to see what these D-men do for this Team American squad. We start with the first D pair, 2 Jersey Hitmen, TJ Schweigart and Tristan Freeze, who has been freezing the puck all year long.
Yeah, a couple more Hitmen guys. TJ is the captain for the Don Bosco prep team. Teammates with a couple of names that you might know,
Don Bosco guys,
including McClinsky, who we just got a chance to talk about a little bit, and Tristan Freeze is a third-year USPHL player, Don Bosco player as well. So yeah, you got a couple of guys from a very prestigious program.
Yeah, Toby definitely has that working there. A nice little feeder system from that one. We move on to the D pair number 2. Nick Serio of the Pal Junior Islanders and Romeo Terrain of the Pal Junior Islanders. 2 Pal stars, 2 pals will be together on the ice. How how much more comfortable are you when you get to play with your normal D partner in an All-Star game?
Well, D partners become right and left hand of the same body, right? We've seen D partners who communicate almost without saying anything, right? Guys who know where they have to be to break up certain plays. And it's one thing when you're, all 5 guys in the zone and you're running your standard, like your 1-3-1, or you're running your box and 1 behind the net. But where that really comes into play is when it's a 3-on-2 in transition.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, you now have to stop a 3-on-2 or 4-on-2 or even a 2-on-1. And you have to try to figure out, how am I going to correct this mismatch? That's where this comes in handy.
And now we go to a third D pair. One from the Rockets, one from the South Shore Kings. Who is it? Who will it be? Sawyer Tantliff of the New Jersey Rockets and Kyle Lindholm of the South Shore Kings. These two well-deserving of the All-Star nod.
Yeah, definitely. Both of these guys have some previous junior hockey and USPHL experience as well. Sawyer has, this is his 2nd year in the Rockets, 3rd year in the USPHL. Ton of points so far this season, doing a great job all aspects of the game. Kyle Lindholm as well, that South Shore Kings program. We know how great that program is from top to bottom. Ton of points for him as well. Both these guys in double digits, really showing their stuff, and they'll get an opportunity to play in front of a lot of scouts in this game.
One last D pair. One final D pair. 2 more defensemen make the squad. Sean Vlasic of the New Jersey Hitmen and TJ Pratt of the PAL Junior Islanders. These 2 organizations have been dominant this year, and they round out the defensive pairs.
And both repeat All-Stars as well. Sean was an All-Star 16U team 2018. TJ, 16U All-Star in 2017. So both of these guys are no stranger to the big lights.
All right, now we've had your defensemen, you've seen the forwards, it's time to move to the net minders, and these guys will be minding a net that will be difficult to cover against the amount of talent that will be firing through them from Team National. But we start with the CP Dynamo's Ronan Mobley.
Yeah, first-year USPHL player, .98 goals against average, 2nd among qualified goalies. Those with 300 minutes, which is about 7 games. I think was the note.
0.98 goals against average.
That means,
say that again,
that mathematically speaking, he doesn't allow a goal in a game. That's an insane statistic.
That's voodoo. That's voodoo. If you're allowing less than a goal a game, that's not possible. It's not possible. It is impossible. Not Kim possible. Great show. Great show, again, before the time of a lot of these 18U guys. Decent show. Okay show. It wasn't that great. As I talked myself through it, Kim Possible, I wouldn't recommend it. Don't watch it. But we go to number 2 here. Number 2 goaltender from the Rochester Junior Monarchs. How about David Battisti?
Yeah, again, homegrown product of the Monarchs, 3rd-year USPHL player. 15 games played, 2.87 goals against average. That's a guy, especially in that division, that 2.87 with the Monarchs playing the way they play, that division playing the way they play, that is a goaltender who absolutely deserves this nod. I mean, he is just, sometimes he faces a firing squad in that division.
He does, and he battles, he fights, and he stops everything he can. Great work by David this season. One last netminder, and I'm sure this netminder is deserving of this one. Very sure of it. Are you sure of it?
Definitely sure.
Are you sure of it? Are you sure about Matt?
Super sure.
Super sure about Matt?
Very sure.
Matt Shore. PAL Junior Islanders, final netminder to make the team, final goaltender to make the All-Star squad, and he has surely been good.
Yeah, tied for 4th in the league and wins a 7-4 record, so he's a guy that you definitely want on your team. Great goaltender. Great kid. Love to see what he's going to be able to do in the All-Star game.
Congratulations to both of our 18U squads. If you made the team, take advantage of it, man. There's going to be scouts aplenty at this event. It's always a well-attended event. We'll be there. Come find us. We'd love to do interviews with you guys, talk to you guys, get to know about your future here. Our goal is the Dan K Show for you 18U skaters, families, parents. We're here to help you be seen. We're here for the visibility. And the All-Star Game is here to let you showcase your skills. Let the skills play out. Netminders, do what you can, man. Stop the puck. Because I'll tell you what, those high shot totals you're going to see in an All-Star Game are going to play well in the scouting room. That's going to play well for a netminder. This is a great opportunity for everyone here to showcase just what they can do. Defenseman, man, block a few pucks in an All-Star Game. Let's see it, man. Let's get in front of the puck. Let's stop some shots. And let's play some good hockey. How excited are you for this one?
Very excited. Like we said, this is the future of hockey, the future of USPHL, so it's going to be a great opportunity to come out and see some talent.
Going to see some talent. Lucas, parting words for the 18U All-Star Selection Show. These teams are so good, I'm sure that you want to wax poetic on these two sides. As always, his parting words, beautiful, wonderful, concise. Concise. a jeu de vivre to what he does and a jeu de vivre to what you do on the ice. We just don't know how to put it into words, but we love what you guys are doing out there. We can't wait for this one, the 18U All-Star Game, coming up after this, 8 p.m. For those of you waiting for the 16U All-Star Selection Show, will be showing up at 8 p.m. here Monday night. We thank you for watching the 18U All-Star Game. When Dan K is on the mic, it is always hockey night. Keep watching the Dan K Show. Also, they should subscribe on YouTube.
Yeah.
Little subscribe button. If you hit subscribe, you'll see all of our videos. You should hit it.
Just it's actually, so it's going to be right there, actually, right here. Boop. Yeah, just hit it real quick. Boop. One click of the mouse gets you Dan K Show. Boop. Gets you this sent to your inbox every day. Boop. Maybe they won't subscribe then.
They're probably not going to subscribe.
Yeah, probably not going to subscribe.